hear baritone begin to sing a major scale. Once he reaches mi, tenor joins in starting at do. Then alto joins once tenor reaches mi. Meanwhile, lights fade in. We see the three singers huddle together. Then soprano enters. The three ascend and descend in this simple round, and once alto returns to the starting do, soprano sings mi, re, do. The other three notice her.
The elevator just broke. I had to walk 5 flights of stairs to get here. You know I'm bad with stairs.
OMG, girl, I haven't seen you in like forever.
Jade, you skipped the last 5 Mondays.
I had work.
We've been looking for a replacement.
We?
I have. Jade, the worst part is you never respond.
Nobody can get a hold of you. Not through text, not through calls, not Instagram, no nothing.
I've been worried about you. For real. How have you been?
I manage.
Are the kids giving you trouble?
Yeah, the kids are the easy part. It's just the world.
The news, right? Makes everything worse than it really is, right?
The world is fucked up. Fuck the media.
Don't let it get to you.
Just think about it.
That's where you're messing up. Don't think.
Listen, yesterday I went to the store. You know, that store right there where we live at? At 5. I went at 5. They were gunshots at 6.
Oh my god.
And I just went there for Sprite. Can you believe it?
Wild.
Nobody died. They were saying it was targeted. Some lady got shot in the foot.
Breathe.
Take a deep breath.
So you've been feeling depressed again. It's not the end of the world. You just can't go MIA on us ever again.
We care about you.
You just have to take your meds, do your breathing exercises, keep your head on straight.
The tension is the real killer. That's why sometimes I can't reach all my notes. Gotta remember the voice is the most sensitive instrument.
A violin goes out of tune if it's in the wrong temperature of humidity.
But the voice is so delicate that anything can mess it up. A cup of coffee, a cigarette, a beer.
Glass of milk.
Even a negative thought. All right, let's take it from the top.
Wait, one more thing. Look.
What?
I'm about to pass out.
Where'd you get those from?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I found them in the stairwell, level 2.
Tell me you're kidding.
Maybe you're just imagining things?
If she was imagining things, she wouldn't have a handful of physical bullets.
Tell me this isn't real.
Do we call 911?
No! If we report it, we'll be the number one suspects.
Do you think that this is related to the armed murder suspect who escaped from the hospital in Southwest?
That was a whole week ago. I bet he's in Canada already.
Oh, there's no cell service up here. I can't reach anyone.
I think we have to evacuate.
Attention, attention. This is a code red. Faculty and students, please lock down immediately. Tenor checks the door.
It's locked.
Before you pass out for real, let's do a 4-4-4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, exhale. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. Now we're back.
I guess I was overreacting before. Lockdown means admin's got a handle on the situation and they already notified the authorities. When I was in primary school, we had a lockdown over a puppy that broke in. Some kids were allergic, so they had to call them. And it was just...
You think it's a puppy? And you think the bullets are just a coincidence, right? What if there's an arsonist in the building?
What does an arsonist have to do with bullets?
Then we'd all die, trapped in fire.
Could be okay because the walls are cinder block.
But it's not the fire that kills you, it's the smoke inhalation.
And the firefighters will come.
They won't come if there's also an active shooter.
Man, will you quit it with the hypotheticals?
He's right.
See?
No, Trey's right.
How the fuck is he right?
Not about the arsonist, but I heard it through the grapevine.
That there's an active shooter?
Elf told me a couple of days ago.
Elf is not a shooter.
No, but he's a peer counselor. One of his people... Elf told me because he said he was worried.
So, who?
He wouldn't tell me because apparently the kid gets bullied enough already.
For good reason. I'd say kid doesn't get bullied enough. Someone should have bullied him hard enough that he decides to go unalive himself.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
And taking a couple more out with him to boost his score or whatever else those freaks are.
Fuck Elf, though. Should have reported it.
Reporting does nothing. Action. Actions are what matter. People report things, the media reports everything. Actions are what's not happening. What do we do now?
Sit and wait. Wait for it to be over.
We need a plan.
Do we fight?
The four of them freeze. Footsteps. Garbled voices.
Stacy, come on, you're gonna be late if you sleep in too long. You just can't be late for school.
No worries, Dad. I'm all ready.
Well, have you eaten?
Yes, I've eaten breakfast, made my bed, put away my clothes, and all that.
My, what is this? You're never usually this energetic or responsible, dare I say it?
Well, today's a big day, Dad.
Oh, it is it? Why? What's happening?
Oh, come on, Dad. I've told you all week. Prom?
That's right. Oh. You know, when I was your age, your mom asked my cousin to prom. But the day of, he got real sick, and he asked me to tell her during school that he couldn't go. Anyway, I like this girl too, and so I offered to take her for him. And, well, here you are. You know, your mom would be really proud of you. But she would also ask why you're so excited for prom when you're not going with anybody.
Well, Andrew asked to see me before class today.
And?
Oh, you're the worst. I'll see you after school.
Why? I'm not taking you to prom.
Bye, Dad.
Anyways, that was the last time I stole from Mrs. Porter's classroom.
Thomas, you can be an idiot.
Hi, Alexandra. Oh, hi, Thomas. Wow, I cannot believe that prom is tonight. I have been excited for such a long time now. Alexandra, guess what?
What?
Andrew asked to talk to me this morning.
No way! Did he ask you to go with him?
He did.
Took him long enough?
Did you tell him no?
Of course I said yes.
Way to go, girl! I told you he would eventually. What are you going to wear?
I'm totally going to wear that red dress that I bought back in March. I've been dying to wear it for so long, but I figured I'd save it for Andrew on prom night.
That's weird.
That's great! Oh, I'm so excited. You remember that dress I got when I turned 16?
The one with the big bow on the waistband? I didn't think that fit you anymore.
No! Mom bought me a new one a lot like it for this year.
Oh, you are gonna look fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited it'll just be me and Andrew.
Yeah, just you and Andrew in a room full of at least 100 other teachers and students.
Oh, please. You're just upset because everyone knows you're not allowed to go after what you pulled off in the chem lab.
Shut up! That was 3 months ago. I already got suspended for that anyway, so I don't see why I was banned.
We had to evacuate school and couldn't return for the rest of the week.
And this is the thanks I get. Hey Alexandra, when I do find a way to get into the prom tonight, would you, I don't know, would you like to go out with me?
Actually, I'm going with Lucas.
Oh, that's right. You guys have been seeing each other for a while now, huh?
Yeah, that's fine. I can't go anyways because of, you know, chem lab. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, everyone, let's take our seats, okay? Okay, now, I know it's the big prom it's tonight, but we still have school the rest of today, so let's get started. Frankie, late again. Please take your seat. That's your third tardy this week.
Oh, he probably had to drag his father from out of the street to clean him up before he got here. Old drunk.
Thomas, that's enough from you. Now, we can't judge people based on what their parents do. Okay, everyone, class is starting now, so please get out your books.
How am I gonna get in? Rubio's probably looking for me anyways. But everyone is in there. Andrew, Stacy, Alexandra, Lucas. Why Lucas? I mean, it's just not fair. Screw this, I'll just stay at home. Food is better there at least.
Hey, where is everyone? I thought they'd be in the gym by now.
Frankie, what are you doing here? Oh, hey, I'm really sorry about what I said earlier, man. That comment was, that was uncalled for.
Really? You're lucky, you know that? You have something to lose. But you have people that won't let you stay the way you are, that won't give up on you. You have friends, family, teammates. Have you ever walked into school late in the year and know everybody, but have nobody know you, not understand you? People don't rely on me, they don't count on me, they don't even see me. It's not so bad at first, there isn't so much stress, you get used to it. But then it becomes something more. To them, it's nothing, just the same old, I just exist in the back of the class. But to me, it becomes personal. That 30 seconds of joking to them, that's the moment I live in the rest of the day. People don't have the time of day for me except to remind me who I am not, and who I can never be. Life is just fine for all of you, isn't it? Wake up, go to school, see your friends, have a nice meal before you go back to bed. Maybe you'll see or play a game beforehand. Not me, though. I wake up and exist without any purpose, without any meaning. But not anymore. I'm gonna seize my future tonight and I won't let go. Won't look back.
Oh, okay then, good luck with that. But everyone's over at the new gym. They moved it over there this year. Yeah, like that's ever gonna happen. I'd better just go to bed. I'm just tired and upset now.
Must have fallen asleep. Wonder how Stacy's doing. Huh, Michelle? Raised a pretty good kid together, didn't we? Oh yeah, I'm sure she's doing fine. Well, I'm sure we had more fun at our prom, huh? Everything's more fun when there's a little bit of danger to it. Oh, we might as well check the news updates. Oh, Stacy called a couple of times. I'll call her back in a sec. Oh, goodness. Another shooting. It's a shame what this country has come to. Wait. Well, that's here. That's Stacy's school. God, come on. Pick up the phone. Pick up. Don't leave your father here alone. Don't leave me alone here. Come on, pick up. God, please, no. Stacy! Stacy!
Oh, good thing it's Saturday. Got to sleep in. Huh? What's this? Well, that's here. Wait, that's at the school. Well, oh my God, how many? 27. Oh shit. shit, who? Lucas? Stacy? Alexandra? And Frankie? Wait. Frankie was the... No, that can't be. The backpack, the old gym, and I told them where they were. I led them to them. I told them, oh God, I killed them. I killed them. They're dead because of me, and it's my fault, and I killed them.
Chris and Bryce are getting ready for their graduation.
Bryce, can you hand me the hair gel? It should be on the dresser.
Yeah, but are you sure you need more hair gel? I think your hair looks fine.
Yes, I need this day to be perfect. It's the start of our future. I don't know how you're so calm right now. We graduated in like 30 minutes and you still haven't gotten dressed.
Chris, it's fine. I don't need that long to get ready. Plus, you're the one giving the class speech, not me.
Bryce dangles Chris's speech in front of his face.
Bryce, put that down. Seriously, don't read it.
Okay, chill. Look, I just want your speech to be a surprise anyway. Seriously, I'll drop it. You can go back to doing your hair, pretty boy.
Whatever. Your sister seems to like my hair.
Hey, watch it. You're lucky that I let you take her out to prom.
I am forever indebted to you. I wish you could have made it to prom, though.
I'm kind of glad I couldn't make it. I definitely did not want to see you two slow dancing together.
Seriously, though. Thanks for letting me take her out. I had the best night of my life.
Well, honestly, I'd rather her date you than some other dude. I knew you'd treat her right.
No, don't get all sappy with me before graduation.
Well, it's true. Think about it. Who better to date my little sister than my best friend?
I'm glad you see it that way. When I move into UNC in the fall, you have to come down. I heard that Alpha Chi throws the best parties.
You know I'd love to come visit you, man, but that would be a sin as a Duke student. And plus, I'll be super busy in the fall with football.
Yeah, whatever. I wish soccer wasn't during the same season so I could come to see your games. I would kill to see you play again. You were definitely the best wide receiver that Stonebriar ever had.
Nah, I'm sure they'll find another receiver. That sophomore who moved up to varsity last year was pretty good. I was kind of worried he'd take my place.
Coach Wood would never let that happen. You've been his favorite ever since you caught that Hail Mary freshman year. He still talks about it to this day.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he talked about it at graduation. I bet he'll start off the story the same way he always does.
It was a cold September night and the Panthers were down by 4.
I'm really gonna miss you, man. I mean, once you graduate, you'll be off to preseason at UNC. I think I'm finally gonna get why my mom always called the spring butterfly season. Everything changes.
Don't talk like that. I'm right here. We are gonna spend all summer together, except for when I'm hanging out with May. We're gonna go to the beach, we'll play basketball, we'll work out. It'll be fun. It'll be perfect.
You know, I'll always be there with you, even if we are apart. Even if you go off to UNC and forget about me. Even if you meet another best friend who will listen to your very long and very confusing rants about soccer or your favorite movies. Someone who will look out for you, even when I'm away.
Bryce, come on. You know I would never forget about you. You can't do all this emotional shit to me right before I give my speech. It's gonna throw me off.
I'm gonna grab my pants out of the dryer. I also need to iron my shirt.
Wait, Bryce, don't leave.
It's okay, man. I'll be right back.
Bryce, wait.
Bryce leaves Chris's room. Chris moves toward the door, then stops himself. Chris takes a few deep breaths and then tries practicing his speech.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored that you all chose me to speak today. I am extremely proud of...
You ready to go?
Hey, everything will be okay, I promise. Your speech will be great. Who were you talking to earlier?
What? No one. I just want today to be perfect, May.
I know you do, I do too. It's a big day for you.
I just can't believe it's all over for me.
Chris, nothing is over. If anything, this is the start. You have your whole life ahead of you.
May, I know. Look, it's fine. We should go. Bryce should be ready now anyway.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. May, let's just go.
What do you mean Bryce should be ready now? Is that who you were talking to?
May, let's go. We're gonna be late.
Chris, stop. Have you been talking to Bryce?
I don't want to talk about this. Please, let's go.
Wait, stop. I think about him too. I even tried to talk to him.
No, you don't get it, May. He's still here. I see him every day, and I can't stop thinking, why not me? I mean, I was right next to him. It should have been me.
Don't say that.
It's true. We both know it.
Chris, you know that Bryce wouldn't want this for you. He wouldn't want you to spend your life feeling guilty over something you didn't choose. I know what you're going through, okay? I lost my brother. I tried to deny that he is gone. I've tried to live my life pretending that he is still here, but I only ended up feeling more and more guilty and angry. We can't keep Bryce around. It is not fair.
I have to keep him around or else the pain doesn't stop. I've tried to let go. I just can't live without him.
You have to, Chris. All of this anger and sadness and guilt we are feeling isn't what he wanted for us. He would have wanted us to move on and heal. We can't hold on to what isn't there, Chris.
Please, just make it stop. Make the pain go away.
Part of you is still in that car with him. You need to let that part go. We have to let go or we will hurt forever.
I don't want to feel like this, May. But I can't forget about Bryce.
We don't have to forget in order to move on. We just have to let go.
I'm so sorry about all of this, May. I shouldn't have brought all this on you. I mean, I should be the one comforting you. I can't imagine what it's like to lose your brother.
I won't lie. It's been hard. Like, really hard. I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel like a part of you is missing.
I know exactly what you mean.
I feel lost without Bryce.
I do too. I mean, who's gonna tell me when I'm wearing too much hair gel?
I definitely will.
Thank you. And thank you for this. I've been keeping all of this inside for a long time, and I'm so lucky to have you here. And please, know that I'm here for you.
I know you are. We should get going. I have to be there to see the memorial.
All right. I'll be right down. Just give me a couple minutes.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too, Meg. So much. More than you will ever know.
May leaves Chris alone in the room. Chris waits a moment and then grabs a pen and rips off a piece of paper from a notebook. He scribbles something down for a while and then folds up the paper and puts it in his back pocket.
Goodbye, Bryce.
Chris is standing behind a podium. He pulls out a crumpled piece of paper from his back pocket. He slowly unfolds it and begins to read from the paper.
I am extremely honored that you all have selected me to speak today. I am incredibly proud of all of you and how far we have all come. To be honest with you all, I had a completely different speech prepared, but I had a last-minute change of heart. I wanted to have the best senior year ever. I wanted to go to all of the football games, sleep in on senior skip days, and dance with my girlfriend at prom. I wanted to develop the worst case of senioritis and leave all my problems for the future. I wanted to be perfect. I thought the worst thing that could ever happen was COVID, staying inside when all I wanted to do was go out with my best friend. But the worst thing did happen. On October 18th, my best friend, Bryce Drummond, and I were on our way to pick up some food before practice. We had the music blasting way too loud, like we usually do when we were together. I decided to take the back way because there was almost too much traffic during that time of day. I made a left turn onto Pineview Drive, and it all happened so fast. 3 shots were fired. I heard 2 bullets hit the side of my car. I stopped the car and looked over to Bryce. He was hit on his right side. He was still conscious when I called 911, but by the time he arrived at the hospital, it was too late. 17 years of life taken away in 17 seconds. I always find myself thinking about if I was just a little more patient to wait in traffic, my best friend would be here on stage with me. Bryce's killer turned himself in and confessed that he shot at the car thinking it was someone else. He claimed that it was a mistake, an accident. A mistake is forgetting to return a library book, not taking someone's life. I didn't want to talk about Bryce's death. I wanted to ignore what really happened. I was so scared to live without him, so I tried to pretend that he wasn't really gone. Bryce would always remind me to embrace change and fight for what we think is right. We need to fight to keep each other safe. I wish you, the Stonebriar class of 2023, the best of luck in everything that you do. And I will see you all again in 5, 10, 20 years next butterfly season.
Hello, America. We're back.
Just like last year.
And the year before that.
Maybe not us specifically. We're different actors.
Telling different stories.
Written by different teens.
You might be different too. Different year, a different you.
But we're all here because something's still the same.
America is a disorderly house.
We're stuck in a mess, and nobody agrees how to put things right. A mess we inherited, but one that's still ours to fix.
We're here for the 3rd year to think about how.
By listening to 6 voices, 6 brilliant young voices.
Trying to build toward a world where there are no prospering weapons.
Just prospering people.
But we're not there yet.
Not there yet.
And the matter at hand is simple and serious.
Gun violence is out of control.
In our schools.
In our streets.
In our homes.
Everywhere we look.
And we can't trust the smiles behind the thoughts and prayers.
So, we're bringing it all to this space.
Our streets.
In our schools.
In our homes.
This is not a call for help.
This is a call to action.
You'll never be ready.
It's time to change the story, America. But first, we have to hear it.
We're up here ready to act. Are you?
Are you ready?
Are you ready to listen?
Are you ready to say
Enough?
No, because she was absolutely insane, and I never would have expected it. I mean, she texted me 4 times in the span of a single hour.
Yeah, dude, 4 is a big number. I bet she was.
Yeah, man, I swear she was practically begging me to buy her a second drink, and I was just like, nah, girl, sorry, but I have better places to be. And she flipped out. Like she was feeling me, and I just had to leave her.
But why? Yeah. I mean, she seemed like a nice enough girl and was into you.
Come on, man. Why would I waste my perfectly good money on a drink on a crazy lady when I could go home and catch the end of the game?
Fair.
So, hey, Bill. How's the missus?
Yeah, she's good. The kids can be a handful, but she's great with them. Being able to balance work.
Oh yeah? Has she finished school yet?
Last year.
That long ago?
Yep.
Yeah, Ronnie. Jesus. Glad to know you care so much.
Shut up. I bet you don't even know her name.
I know her name. So what's she up to now?
Eleanor just got hired as vice principal down the street.
Eleanor just got hired as a vice principal down the street. I knew that. That's great.
We're excited about it.
She's such a character. Oh, remember that dress she wore to the staff party? Total middle school principal vibes.
What does that mean?
We really need to fix the way you talk about women, Brian. It's been a long time coming, and as a feminist, I think I'm failing the world by not putting you in check.
Oh, please. I am way more of a feminist than you. I love women. You don't care about the world. You're practically a dude anyway. I've seen the way you treat your little boyfriends. Yes, boyfriends as in plural.
Okay. Never categorize me with you, idiot. And I would never cheat. I'm not dating anyone. Women are better than you at work and in relationships. It's just time you admit it.
You're playing a dangerous game here. You don't want to see me angry. You wouldn't like it when I'm angry.
Brian, I don't like you, period.
Okay, you two, come on now. Can't be playtime 24/7.
Oh, come on, Dad. It's a Sunday at 4 p.m. It's not necessarily crime o'clock.
Jeez, jerk off. Be nice to him. You know he takes all that shit personally. He's a sensitive guy.
It's not really... 911, what's your emergency?
It's Nick. I was just playing around. He said it wasn't loaded.
Okay. Try to calm down for me. What's your name?
Cameron. But please, he's not moving. My mom isn't home and she's not answering. I don't know what to do.
Deep breath, Cameron. Are you able to run me through what just happened?
It went off. The gun. It went off and Nick, my friend, he's not answering me. He breathes. I saw him. Oh my God. He's not dead. Please send someone right now, sir. Please.
I'm sending people to your house right now, kiddo. I promise. I just need you to run me through what happened to your friend. It'll assist us in helping him get better.
We always do stuff like this. Joke around, I guess.
Like playing games together?
Yeah, exactly. Except this time, I don't know why, but I reached for the gun cabinet. My dad never really keeps a lock. I thought it would be funny.
Okay, so you accidentally shot your friend?
Yeah. Dad said, I swear he said he didn't keep it loaded. A safety precaution or something.
I understand. Where did he get wounded?
It's like by his left shoulder, but it's like really high up in the neck area.
Okay, is the injury deep?
There's so much blood. Oh my God. Please.
One more question, Cameron. Stay with me. How long ago was this accident?
Like a minute.
Good job. I'm gonna ask you some questions, okay? Just to keep your mind off of everything. I need you to stay calm and answer quietly, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, my name is Brian. How old are you, Cameron?
11. No, 12 now.
Oh, really? You're getting pretty grown up. When was your birthday?
Yesterday, actually.
Wow, what'd you get?
My dad got me this big Lego set. It has all Hogwarts characters from Harry Potter and everything.
911, what's your emergency?
I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm sorry? Could you please clearly state the nature of your emergency?
My mom said it's a passing phase, that everyone kind of feels like this sometimes, but that is such complete and utter bullshit. I mean, she has no idea what it's like to live in my head. It's so aggravating. I don't understand.
Ma'am, I need to know what is happening in order to help you.
I'm going to kill myself.
A unit is on the way to you right now. Sweetie, just stay calm and talk to me. What's your name?
My name's Sierra. Sierra Draffin.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, Sierra Draffin. I'm Ronnie Moore. Where do you go to school?
I'm a senior now at East High School. I know it's pretty shit.
Not at all. I have a niece there. She likes it all right, I believe.
She's definitely not in my friend group then, because she would want to drop dead too. Jesus Christ, I always feel like I'm moving in a fucking circle.
What do you mean by a circle? Is your mom home? Or is anyone else in the house with you right now that you can go to or that we can contact?
No, my mom is a night nurse and my dad is deployed. Military, not sure where, but we haven't really heard from him in a few months.
Wow. My father was a Marine. I understand how it feels to be away from your dad that long. I'm sorry.
It's just dumb, you know? Like, how am I expected to grow up to be a normal functioning human when I have no idea how to cope with everything happening? I just feel like a fucking joke. Do you know how pathetic it feels to say I got taken down by things everyone deals with? I'm like some sort of failure at this point. It's humiliating.
I completely understand you, Sierra. You are not a failure. I need you to stay on the line with me. The people who can help you are just a couple of minutes away. Do you have any siblings?
911, what's your emergency?
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, hello, ma'am. Can you state your emergency?
Please send someone to the Highland Hotel on the corner of 6th and 43rd. Someone has a gun in the building. I don't know how they got in here, but I heard the shot downstairs and I think someone got hurt.
Multiple units are on their way to you now. I need you to stay calm and stay where you are. Officers will get to you as soon as possible. Which floor of the building are you on, ma'am?
The 4th.
Okay, I need you to stay in your room and lock the doors.
I have kids in the room and they've never been in a situation like this before. They're so scared.
I understand. I'll ask you some questions and we can stay on the line until the police arrive if that will help calm your children. Just stay with me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No, I don't have any siblings. I think if I did, my parents would actually pay attention to us.
Okay. I had a sister and she was so annoying, if that makes you feel any better.
Yeah, it actually does. I've always been jealous of my friends who have sisters, but they say they're super annoying.
How long have you been staying in this hotel for now, ma'am?
This is our fourth night, I believe.
What brings you to the city?
We have family here. My sister is sick, so we're staying in a hotel this time. Don't want to risk anything. Our kids are very young.
I completely understand. What grades are your children in?
I guess we always kind of want what we don't have, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, just stay with me. What is your favorite animal? Which pet would you have if you could have any animal in the world?
Not really sure. I mean, I've always thought monkeys were super cool, but I don't think they'd make the best pets. I already have enough inconvenience in my life.
My youngest is officially in 1st grade now. He just had his kindergarten graduation last spring.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the monkey. My little sister always wanted a pet giraffe when she was younger.
Wow, I was so obsessed with Harry Potter when I was younger. I would have paid so much for a set like that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, really. Me and Nick were gonna start it last night.
Oh, wow. I remember when my kids were little, the good old days, as they say.
They are little rascals, but we love them so much. Can't wait to see what strong young men they become.
I'm sure they will be.
Oh my god, there was another shot. Someone's screaming and it sounds like it's right outside the door.
A giraffe? What the hell? That's so random. How come?
No idea. Some weird obsession she had because of my mom.
My mom loved elephants. They were the best to her. It was non-negotiable.
Yes! Elephants are wonderful animals. How are you feeling, sweetie? They should be there any minute.
Are they going to take me away?
They just want to help you. I promise.
Ma'am, I need you to get you and your children in the bathroom right now and lock the door.
Oh, okay, I can try, but they really sound hurt. I feel like I should help.
Maybe you guys could build it together once he's better. I'm good with Legos too, just ask my nephew.
Yeah, I guess that could be fun. I like that idea.
Hey man, me too. I haven't played with Legos in so long. Should be fun for you guys.
He's starting to cough. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, okay. They're only about a minute away. Stay with me.
I'm scared.
Hello? Sierra? Can you hear me?
Martha, ma'am, can you hear
buddy,
me?
you there? Can you hear me?
Help is on the way.
They're on their way.
Just hold on, okay?
Okay.
Stay with me.
in pursuit of an African-American male in his late teens. Proceeding with extreme caution. Suspect is possibly armed. Place your hands where I can see them.
It wasn't me.
Stop what you're doing.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Hands up.
Please. It wasn't me.
Now. Freeze.
Who's it?
What?
You're frozen, so someone had to freeze you or the game wouldn't make sense.
Listen, sweetheart. I'm not playing a game. I can't move.
I already told you. You're frozen.
Very funny, kid, but where's my gun?
I don't know.
Kid, that is a dangerous weapon. You need to give...
I don't have it. I'm not allowed to touch things like that. And you can't have a gun either. We're playing freeze tag.
Well, how do we stop playing freeze tag?
Well, I can unfreeze you, but first answer my question.
Okay. What is it?
Why was Kay running?
Well, who?
My brother, Kay. If you weren't playing a game, why were you chasing him?
Well,
I can't unfreeze you if you won't tell
Kid, I need you to...
What's your name?
It's Jefferson.
Nice to meet you, Officer Jefferson.
What's your name, kid?
It's Lay.
Your name is Lay, and your brother's name is Kay?
Well, Kay's is short for Kaden, and mine's is short for Layla. But everyone just calls us Lay and Kay.
Who's everybody? Your mom and dad?
No, not mom and dad.
So who calls you Lay?
Auntie.
And what does your mom call you?
Auntie is my mom.
Oh, well, does Auntie know you're out this late? Let's get you home, sweetheart. I think Auntie would want you to come home.
Can't.
Layla, unfreeze me right now!
I said no!
You need to go home.
No! I can't leave yet.
Why not?
You're still frozen. And Auntie is worried about Kay.
I really need you to go home. It's too late for kids to be out.
Auntie is worried.
It's really late.
Auntie is really
You've
worried.
got to go home, Lay.
I'm worried too.
I understand that, kid, but...
Do you have a Kay?
No, I don't know anyone named Kay.
Not an actual Kay. You know, you're not very smart for a police officer. I meant, do you have someone to worry about? Like, Auntie worries about Kay.
Yeah, I do.
Who is it?
My son. And if he was out this late, I'd be really worried.
What's his name?
His name is Jason. He's about your age.
Really?
Yeah, he's just a little older than you.
Maybe we could be friends.
I don't know about that.
About what?
I'm not sure you two would be very good friends.
That's a mean thing to say.
No. What I meant...
Well, why wouldn't we be friends? Is Jason mean or something?
No, he's very nice.
Then why can't we be friends?
Well, Jason lives very far away.
But don't you live here?
Yes, I do.
I thought you said you were Jason's dad.
I am his dad.
But you don't live with Jason.
No, I don't.
If you don't live with Jason, who takes care of him like Auntie takes care of me?
Jason lives with his mother.
Why don't you live with them? Do you not like Jason?
No, I love my son very much.
Then why don't you live with him? Families are supposed to stay together, no matter what. That's what Auntie always says. Families are like puzzles because they aren't complete without all the pieces.
Is that what she says?
Yeah. So your puzzle isn't complete.
Oh, it isn't complete.
Nope. It isn't because you're here and there's someone somewhere else that's far away. You're the missing piece.
Well, I guess I am.
Don't worry. It's okay to be the missing piece. Mom and Dad are two missing pieces at our house. You know, you never answered my first question.
Well, you've asked so many questions, I must have forgotten.
Remember, I can't unfreeze you unless you answer that question.
Okay. What was your first question?
You never told me why Kay was running.
I was chasing him.
Why? You weren't the one who was it.
We weren't playing tag.
Then why were you both running?
There was a robbery a few blocks down. Someone was shot. Your brother fits the description of the...
Okay.
Kay was seen fleeing the scene.
Why did you chase him?
When people run, they're usually guilty.
Usually, not always.
Kid, you really need to...
What do you do about the sometimes? What do you do when they run from fear and not guilt? What if Kay ran because he was scared? You had a gun and he didn't. I saw you reaching before you freeze.
I saw him reaching for a weapon.
Did you?
Yes.
Did you really?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I totally saw.
What did it look like?
Well, it was.
Did he point it at you?
No, but.
So how'd you see it?
Well, I thought he had.
No, you didn't think. You were scared of what Kay could have done to you. Scared that he might have had a gun. You were going to shoot my brother because of ifs and maybes, weren't you?
Layla, as an officer of the law, it is my responsibility.
What if it was Jason?
What?
You said that Jason was your Kay. So what if it was Jason and not Kay? What if he ran from someone because he was scared? Would you want someone to throw a gun in his face? Would you want someone to shoot him?
Of course I wouldn't.
Then don't shoot my brother. Please. Please don't shoot my brother. You can't shoot people because of usuallys and most of the times. You have to know. You have to. Tell me you won't shoot my brother.
I won't. I swear.
Don't swear. Auntie says it's bad to swear, and she gets mad when Kay does it.
Then I promise.
Okay. Before I unfreeze you, will you do something for me?
What do you need?
Will you get Kay home safely? He has a really important test in the morning, and he promised to do well, and he promised never to break his promises.
Yeah, I can do that. I'll get him home.
Do you swear?
I thought I shouldn't swear.
You can do it just this once. I won't tell.
Then yes, I swear.
Okay. Thanks, Officer Jefferson.
Yeah, kid. Of course.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Please.
Hey, I get it. I do. Look, I need you to slowly remove your hands from behind your back.
I'm unarmed. My name is Caden. I have my ID if you need it.
Okay. Let's just slow down. I'm Officer Jefferson. Take a deep breath, all right? I'm not gonna hurt you. Just breathe. Thank you. Now, can you tell me why you were running?
I was in the park when I heard gunshots. I wanted to make sure no one was hurt, so I went towards the sound. But then you started chasing me as soon as you saw me, and running was stupid. I know. I'm so sorry, sir. I have SATs in the morning, and I need to get home.
Suspect apprehended. All officers report to previous positions.
You said you had SATs, right? What school are you trying for?
Columbia, sir.
What major?
Political science.
You like politics?
I want to be a congressman someday.
A congressman, huh? Why?
My sister, she died.
Your sister?
Yeah, she was shot. My aunt and I don't live in the best neighborhood, but we still weren't expecting a shootout on the playground.
Oh my God. Was it?
Yeah. That's why I was out so late. I promised Leigh that I'd do well on my SATs. I guess I just wanted her to wish me luck.
Well, I've got a feeling she's wishing you all the luck in the world.
I hope so.
And I'm pretty sure she'd want you to get home safe just as much as she'd want you to pass the SATs.
Pretty sure you're right.
Let me get you home then, all right?
Yeah, all right.
I swear.
See, Janko, your problem is that you're stuck in a fixed mindset. when you need to open your mind and embrace a growth mindset. All you're focusing on here is the negative. Sitting around wishing you had things you don't have is only setting yourself up for failure.
Claudette, I really need a salary increase.
The radiator clangs and whines in the background.
Shh. Do you hear that? That's the sound of a fixed mindset.
It's the sound of a broken furnace.
I need you to ask yourself why it's broken, Janko.
Because we can't afford to fix it.
Can we focus on the matter at hand here?
My salary?
The matter at hand before you started being a negative Nelly.
I'm just saying I've been vice principal for 10 years and I've done 85% of the paperwork that keeps this school running.
Well, then let's keep the streak going.
She sets a tower of papers in front of him.
So, these are the receipts from the PTA bake sale. These are proposals for a new school mascot. These are letters objecting to changing the mascot. These are permission slips that parents mailed in. These are checks for the field trip. And these are letters from parents, I think, expressing concern about the bomb threat last year.
Which one?
All of them. So, I'm gonna have you sort through these, staple the checks to the respective permission slips, and throw away the parent letters. Sound good?
Instead of throwing away the letters, shouldn't we read them and respond to them?
If you have time to do that, be my guest.
Can we at least recycle them?
Now you're thinking. Go green, yay!
Caustic dumps the stack of letters into the recycling bin.
Now, the matter at hand. You know what the week is.
Vice Principal Caustic gets a raise week.
It's School Kindness Week. Let's not bring this attitude to School Kindness Week. I really think it's going to work better this year. If the kids feel more involved, they'll be more inspired to contribute to an atmosphere of kindness.
I'm going to be truly shocked if there's a single good slogan in any of those submission boxes.
Fixed mindset.
Sorry?
Here. Have a dum-dum. Mr. Mendoza, how's it going? Have a dum-dum.
Great, man. My 6th period class has free time, which means I get my Mendoza time. I ran out and got cupcakes if anyone wants some.
I feel like your students get a lot of free time.
I am encouraging independent thinking. That's why none of my essays have word limits, man. The only thing they limit is your creativity. Speaking of creativity,
Mr. Mendoza waves around the folder like it's some special, mystical object.
What's in the folder?
the student slogan submission for School Kindness Week. There are some good ones in here. The topics include anti-bullying, discouraging drugs, positive thinking, and school shootings. Stopping them. We want to stop them. You know, I think we also need to reward the kids for stepping up to make the school a better place.
Well, last year they got rewarded with a bomb threat on the first day of School Kindness Week, which I think is a great indicator of how effective the whole thing is.
Maybe we should give them cupcakes, or a pizza party, or a pizza and cupcake party. We can keep track of different students' kindness scores, and the class with the most points wins the cupcake/pizza party.
We don't have the money to buy the children pizza and cupcakes for being kind.
That's what the PTA is for.
Maybe we could go back to hitting them with yardsticks when they're not kind.
Well, that's not setting a very good example, is it?
Janko, you can go around sitting in on different classes and making tallies for each kids when they do something kind. Then, at the end of the year, we add up which class has the most.
I don't have time to go around to every classroom making sure the children are being kind.
That's right. Janko doesn't have time to go around to every classroom making sure the children are being kind.
Maybe I would if you didn't make me do all of your goddamn paperwork.
Language! It's School Kindness Week, for crying out loud.
Okay, maybe we can assign various students to be kindness officers who go around.
Oh, I like that.
And hand out dum-dums to kids who they see being kind.
Oh, and they can have little uniforms.
We can give them armbands with smiley faces on them.
I don't think we should do that.
You're right. then kids will start sucking up to the kindness officers and only being kind in front of them.
Yes, Cesar, that's the reason we shouldn't have kids in uniforms and armbands patrolling the hallway.
Okay, you know what? Let's take this one step at a time, starting with the slogans. Meanies are weenies. Oh, I like that one. Less gun, more fun. This campaign is stupid. Interesting. The only AKs in this school are awesome kids. That's a good one.
Use your voice to make the right choice. An obscene drawing. Another obscene drawing. Principal Letit sucks. Accompanied by an obscene drawing. Of Claudette.
Does my chin really look like that?
I don't think that's supposed to be your chin.
Oh, Jesus!
I hate this school. You're stupid. With the "you're" spelled wrong. Oh, there's a good one. Vice Principal Yanko Kostik looks like he cries into a glass of wine every night.
Kostik's wife left him for a foot model and took his dog. How do they know these things?
Your wife left you for a foot model?
His feet aren't even that nice.
How do you know what his feet look like?
I don't want to talk about it. How do they know about my wife?
Oh, I told my third period English class.
Why would you tell them that?
Can we please focus on the matter at hand here?
How would you like it if I came into your classroom and told all your students that you never grow above 5'6"? How would that make you feel?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah, in your special shoes.
I don't have special shoes. I have normal shoes.
Oh, God.
Kostik picks up his walkie-talkie. Muffled noises from the other line.
Oh, God.
What is it?
Derek Dibble has a gun. Also, Joel and his friends tried to snort craft glitter in the third floor bathroom again, but that's not as important. I think he does need medical attention, though. Lockdown! Lockdown! This is not a drill!
I actually am 5'10".
What are your special shoes?
I don't have special shoes.
Mendoza steps behind the desk to hide his shoes. He awkwardly exits around the desk, leaving Latif alone.
The only AR you should bring to school is academic responsibility. Oh, I like that one.
Put that gun down, Derek. This is not acceptable behavior for School Kindness Week.
The next year, Latif sits at her desk opposite Kostik. She's carrying an Uzi and has a holstered Glock. Kostik is wearing a Kevlar vest and carrying a semi-automatic rifle.
So, about the raise.
Mendoza enters, decked out like Hubert's animal mother, with twin bandoliers and a grenade launcher over his shoulder. Beer o'clock is printed on his helmet.
Hey, you wanted to see me?
Look, everybody. New year, new Claudette. Notice anything new?
The Glock.
The Uzi?
New highlights. L'Oreal, High Lift Blonde.
Can we focus on the matter at hand?
Right. So, given the events of last school year, this year, instead of School Kindness Week, I'm thinking maybe we should go for School Kindness Month.
The radiator acts up again. This time, instead of wheezing, the radiator is now clanging and screeching. The radiator begins to shake like it's about to rip off the wall and explode.
Dum-dum?
Lights up on the gray area, the area that always exists between black and white. Everything that exists in this world is a shade of gray.
Look at me. You couldn't even look at me.
I couldn't even look at myself. Still can't.
You still have that blessing I see? I've never wanted to change the world. I fear it, actually. I pick up a pen to pass my passions to a pad. I experiment with lyrics, hooks, and beats like a young scientist in the lab. Soon enough, after a few miniature, immature mixtapes, I gain appeal from the students I strut the halls with, which shortly spills into the soon-to-be delinquents who sneak from street to street. I finally realize my precarious purpose is producing a perfect pitch. Mama always tells me, baby, action is a boomerang. You throw it and it comes back to smack you in the face. You get what you give in the world. At times I give it my peace, others my pain. I guess the bad outweighs the good.
You have the choice between bad and good. I mean, technically everyone does. Mine is just a little blurrier. I swipe up a mask so I can move without leaving evidence. I catch the attention of girls in social media who never even looked my direction, which soon leads to street militaries seeking my recruitment. As a boy, my pops would instruct me, a man who loses battle has no right to rest. So, I do what every man of age I know in my life does. I run the streets.
Obtaining protection. Protection the world frowned upon.
Protection to help me win the battle. To be able to rest at night. But this protection comes with terms and conditions.
I've never lived my life by terms and conditions. I do as I please regardless of the perspection. Who doesn't love me? But in my race to acquire love, I actually attract hate. Eyes jolt at my glistening neckwear as I walk my old block. Ears open to the clicking cameras catching my presence. Noses flare as the scent of freshly produced ATM money reeks from my designer clothes. Mouths drop as my grilled cheeses transform to grilled lime teeth. Hands reach out to me desperately as my dirty nails file down to colorful rings and watches. Even in my years of premature poverty, never one time did I stress because I knew I had it. I was up and coming.
I wish I read my terms and conditions. Fist fly as I tumble to the ground. Lips stay shut in as I make an oath to my crew. Nostrils pinch at the cooking of illegal substances. Eardrums ring at the banging of weapons as I toss and turn on the bedroom floor. Then, eyes lock onto you.
Onto you.
When I see you walk down the street wearing my wants.
When I see you wearing the desperation I want to escape from.
You couldn't even look at me. I was taught to take. In this world that gives you nothing, you're forced to take. But in my battle to finesse possessions, my sympathy grows poor. I have dreams full of desire, but a frown is far from needed because I know I'm going to have it. I have to have it. If I am going to escape the down and fallen, you are going to give it to me.
After late Saturday nights in the studio living life through the devil, I rise Sunday morning impersonating a funeral in a black fitted suit to worship God and please my family. I see my creator often. Often, it's been a 24-karat diamond cross I link on my chest. I leave those in the car as I enter the church. I unwrap the rubber band off my stack of money and drop it in the offering plate. Other worshipers look at my family in shock. My father glares at me in shame. I guess Jesus isn't a fan of hundreds. Pastor pulls me aside after service as my kin rushes down the aisle with the others. He says to me, "No weapon that is fashioned against you shall prosper, and you shall confute every tongue that rises against you in judgment. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their vindication from me, says the Lord." Isaiah 54:17. He stares into my soul, attempting to convey that this verse he has laid on the fading red carpet is deeper than any verse I've laid on 808 heavy beats. He must have seen my music video, which had just hit 1 million views, where my gang waved pieces of steel like handymen, or heard my hit song blast from speakers on block corners, where kids tucked their pinky and ring finger to their palms, connected the index and middle, and poked thumbs up to the sky. Goes with the lyrics, I guess. Sure gets the job done. I reach into my pockets and I brush against the hugger of my hot iron. Pastor analyzes the lump on my side as if it's a cancerous tumor plaguing our community, as if I'm that cancer. For glorifying the very item that shot through my videos, that boomed on the block, that popped onto my hip, glorifying the exact same reason that my talk with the pastor will be the closest I ever get with God until
I see you in the dusk of Saturday. I spend the night in the parking lot, scoping out the studio in which you sit. Satan creeps through my pupils as I gaze at you entering and exit. After memorizing the address and analyzing the valuables, I arrive back to my humble abode where my mattress waits for me on the peeling floor. I have never owned my own sanctuary. I can't remember a time I've ever had sufficient funds for anything but a cup of noodles. Corner stores know me for being a frequent shoplifter. City bus drivers recognize my face as a common sneaking passenger. And soon enough, the police station labels me your petty thief. That night, I can only digest my own hunger before slumber, so I attempt to rest. But every time I lock my lids, I see demons providing motivation, who masquerade as my little baby girl, telling me she's hungry and she needs to be fed, and she does so. The Bonnie to my Clyde grabs my chin and leads it to hers. Peck. Remember, in and out, one and done, nothing to worry about. You got mouths to feed, same way he do.
When the moon and sun cross paths, so do me and my young. I pull into the residence in which my baby stays. We were just gonna ride around. I just want to see him. Hear him. Feel his innocence in this mature world that I operate in. But he is in fact not a baby anymore. His mini silhouette drops lower and lower as he hops down the porch. The immediate thought of music jumps in my mind as I recall I needed to turn my album into the label in the morning. I still have to record the outro. The pressure of paid art. My pupils' bills get paid with this playful poetry I participate in. I remember being his age and already wanting things, and I knew the extent I would go to get it. I want him motivated, but not hungry. I send a text to the guys and producer and let them know that we have to hit the studio tonight. My door slams open and shut, and quickly, and my instincts reach for my hip. I'm tripping. It's just my son. I tell him to relax on my damn door. We share a laugh. Sorry, Dad, he says through high-pitched laughter. I don't see him well as I begin to pull off. I tell him he's a big boy now and he can come sit in the front seat if he desires. Without a second to pause, I hear the seatbelt click and the swing of a shoe rocks me in the face. I laugh. Got too much going on to be upset. As we exchange more laughter, I spot bruises spotted on his body like leopard print. I squinted my eyes at my seat, and he knows why I do so. Little fight, he says. I fought back though, Dad. Speaks with conviction. I have nothing motivational to say. I repay my blood in the best way I know how as I reach in my pocket and hand him a stack. Here, little man, I whisper. Give this to your mama. This is for you, all right? I glance at the house as I see a figure rocking a robe and bonnet shake their head. Okay, Daddy, he shouts with a grin on his face. And remember, always fight back. He flexes and throws a few infantile blows at me before he shuts the door. I begin to put the studio location in my GPS. Under my breath, I repeat my legacy's words. Always fight back. Dropped my son off, didn't know it'd be the last. Spent my whole life trying to move through the low and the high class. Opposition look over here, and all they see is greener grass. Wasn't speeding down the street, but I was kind of moving fast. Plotting on the next song like this one, you could use a little brass.
I grab my gun. Make sure I tie my hoodie past my mask. Take a grip of the bottle. Liquid courage leaves the glass. Finally make it to your spot. Ease my foot up off the gas. Put the car in park dreaming. What am I gonna do with all this cash?
Finally make it to the student, know what it's time to do. Make my way up to the mic as I dab up all my crew. Producer cue the beat as 808s bang through our shoes. Some of the gang leave out. They're talking about getting some food, but I don't really think nothing of it as there's a die down of the mood.
Your guys leave out. Ooh, this is gonna change how I move. I could really do as I please, and who's even gonna be there to shoot? Gonna make this real simple. He got money. He'll recoup.
Hear someone bang through the front door. Hear the producer run off. Got me thinking, what's the noise for? Praying to God I didn't get backdoored. Slide around the corner as I grip my hip, but I trip over a computer cord. I look up and see it. My heart's tore. You say, all right, big bro, get up. Let's make this easy breezy. I need my table fed, and right now you're about to feed me. I unclench my hand from my hip, defeated.
Tell you to arise and slide over. Please be seated. Take the valuables off. I instruct. Eyes begin. Plead.
Blink a few times to make sure I see what I am seeing. You spring from my jewels, but my fingers get to clinging.
His fingers get to clinging.
I ponder as we battle. I get to thinking, what's the reason? Should the stuff placed on my frame really carry such a meaning? I fall back as lights beam. My pride slowly gets to bleeding. My hard work gets to peeling. How can he be such a heathen? Gasping for air, oxygen fainting. You jolt away from the scene as your eyes scurry from the reading.
I head for the door. The last 3 minutes got me reeling. How can we do something so permanent in such a temporary meeting?
I see a shadow disappearing. God, come on, the devil's cheating. My vision starts fading as the instrumental gets to beating. I slowly mumble under my failing breath. No weapons formed against me. I promised, son, I'd always fight back. Wondering at what point did we pick up machinery and let our fists lack? See a scrape you'll rise from, but grown folks' toys will leave you in a sack. Came in the game to attack. I flowed on all these songs, but I still somehow got off track. My worst fear was my mom's having to take the stage alone to collect my diamond plaque. Mama, we killing for the ego. It's not even about the snacks and racks. I got more to say, more to do. Please don't let my life just fade.
I arrived back in my hood, where my daughter rests her head before school. I cut around the back and playfully knock on her window and avoid her mother. She knows the deal as she gracefully slides the window open. My queen. She had told me proudly she'd been in Bible study and she had been learning a ton. I asked her to tell me her favorite verse. Isaiah 54:17, she says to me. No weapon that is fashioned against you shall prosper, and you shall confute every tongue that rises against you in judgment. I can't look her in the eyes. I give her a hug, squinting at her pink and baby blue carpet, and head out the same way I entered. Heavy pockets and an empty soul. My old man told me to never back down from battle, but as my envy grew, I thought my battle was with you, when it was really my poor self. You fought back. I just didn't fight fair. Your people still released the album, That Little Brass made it a classic. I'm sorry I knew so well what to do. I'm sorry your crew got one less person to give a dab. I'm sorry I took you away from your son. I'm sorry my little girl didn't tell me her favorite Bible verse sooner. I'm sorry I caused the die down in the mood. I'm sorry the back door was the only way for you to go. I'm sorry the producer didn't leave with his computer cords. I'm sorry I demanded you to feed my table. I'm sorry I made you feel like some chains are more important than you. I'm sorry I couldn't even look at you. There is no good side of the gun to be on. Back, side, front, whatever position you catch, it'll change your life forever. I felt my life be taken looking at the back of it. And I'm sorry I took your life using the front. But I could never kill you. You had a bulletproof vest on your influence. Action is a boomerang that comes back to smack you in the face. And one day, I would get what some people call justice and see the same side of the gun you had to. But in this mature world we operate in, there is no justice. No battles to be won, no rest to be had, no up and coming, no down and falling, no black, no white, only gray. And I'm still sorry.
I experienced my first active shooter drill in January of 2013. Our teacher ushered us into the corner of the room and urged us to be quiet. She told us we were practicing hiding in case an angry parent or a bear was in the hallways. And I bought it because I was 7 and I didn't watch the news. I didn't know what had happened. And I didn't know how it could affect me. The world wasn't allowed to be cruel to me yet. So I believed we were hiding from a bear. But I'm older now. I know exactly what we were hiding from in January of 2013. I also know that the chances of experiencing a school shooting are infinitesimal. You're more likely to be struck by lightning than die in a school shooting. I've never been struck by lightning, yet I am now what they call a survivor. My classmates are leaving the school in body bags while I stand here a survivor. And my hands are shaking and I can't make them stop because I'm a survivor and Asa hasn't answered my text. Asa hasn't answered my text. But that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. Asa is fine because he has to be. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if he isn't. The headlines say 16 dead. It used to be 12. It'll go up again. I can still see their faces. Mr. Phipps was the first. Of course he was the first. He was closest to the door. I was right there, standing right beside him, holding my hydro flask. I used to joke with my friends that you could kill someone with one of those things. So why didn't I? I was right there. I could have thrown it. Could have been the hero. Everyone says they're going to be the hero right up until the moment that they have to actually do it. Then they just hide under the teacher's desk and listen to the sounds of their classmates being slaughtered. That's why I'm here. That's why I made it, because I'm a coward. Asa still hasn't answered my text.
The death toll of Benjamin Harrison High School shooting rises to 22.
Asa died this morning. The doctors declared him brain dead last week. His family finally decided to pull the plug. I hoped he was going to be okay, but I knew better. Most people don't survive being shot in the head. Asa still hasn't answered my text. I don't know what's worse. The shock of what's happened or the ache of what never will. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks and I still haven't managed to get out of here. Everywhere I go, I'm still here, stuck in this classroom, hiding underneath Mr. Phipps' desk. We're supposed to go back to school tomorrow. Can you believe that? I don't know how I'm supposed to walk back into this building and pretend nothing happened. I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of this. I don't know how I'm supposed to do anything.
It's been 10 years since a shooting at Benjamin Harrison High School claimed 22 lives. What has changed?
Well, today's the day. I'm finally graduating from college. Woo! I did it! I'm a college graduate. Sure, maybe it took me 5 more years than the average person, but I did it. I'm here. I'm still here. I still remember it all, just like it was yesterday. This is where Ethan's body was. And this is where Delia tried to hide. And of course, here was Mr. Phipps and me. What am I doing? I'm graduating. I should be celebrating. I made it through college. I should be proud of myself. Yet, here I am, always stuck in this godforsaken classroom. I want out! I want to move on! Like everyone else has. Is it really too much to ask? Is it? I don't know what's wrong with me. I just get so angry sometimes. It's never been like this before. It It's been 10 years. Shouldn't I be past this by now? Or am I just destined to spend the rest of my life stuck on 17 forever? Yet, somehow I've been able to return to normality, with the ghosts of the dead watching what I've made of the life they were denied. I've got a boyfriend, a roommate, a nice apartment, a degree in computer science. I used to want to be an actor, but I was a stupid kid with stupider dreams. So I went with computer science instead. That's pretty good, right? Except Ethan was an amazing artist, and Delia had such a beautiful singing voice, and Asa was supposed to be here. We were always going to graduate college together. We made that plan when we were 6. It's not like him to miss it. I sent him an invitation, but he still hasn't answered my texts. And then there's me, the only one left, the only one to ever get a degree in anything. I keep telling myself that I'm all right, that I'm over everything, that I don't lie awake at night imagining what Ethan or Delia or Asa would be doing if they were here instead of me. They would be making us proud. I'm sure of that. They would be famous and successful and not spending their college graduation thinking about something that happened 10 years ago. But they're not. I am. And I have to make it count. I have to make them all proud. Asa would know what to do. Asa would have figured it out. Maybe Mom is right. Maybe I should see a therapist.
Shooting reported at Philadelphia High School. 10 dead, 12 injured. Developing.
As soon as I read that headline, I was right back in this classroom as if I'd never left. I was finally figuring it out. I'd been going to therapy twice a week, and I was finally in the right headspace to get married. I mean, Elliot is a saint. I don't know how he puts up with me. Everything was going to work out all right. I found a good job where I felt like I was really making a difference. I took up writing. I'm trying to write a book about my experience. Maybe if I write it down, it'll get out of my head. Everything was fine. I hadn't been in this room for years. And then another school shooting happened. It shouldn't be bothering me like this. School shootings happen every day. It's just so similar to mine. 22 people shot, 1 teacher dead, and now there's more kids out there just like me. It's been almost 15 years, and we're still making more kids just like me. Isn't the saying that lightning never strikes twice in the same place? It's March 4th. We're 68 days into the year. There have been 54 school shootings. It never gets better. It never gets better, and I'm tired of pretending that it will. My therapist tells me I shouldn't lose hope, that somehow things will improve. I want to know when. I want to know when things will improve. I want to know when things will change. Am I going to stop seeing news headlines about another school shooting? When does it end? Because it has to end, right? We can't keep going on like this. But it will, won't it? This has been going on since 1999, and it hasn't fucking changed! At this rate, nothing ever will.
Benjamin Harrison, shooting survivor, publishes memoirs, calls for sweeping gun control reform.
My son had his first active shooter drill today. He's 7, the same age as I was. He got off the bus and told me about how exciting it was to hide, how if someone tried to hurt his friends, he would protect them. I thought the same thing when I was his age. We all did. We all thought we'd grow up to be heroes. When I was that age, Asa and I would run around the playground being dragons and wizards and knights, saving all of our friends from evil. My son has his own Asa. He still doesn't know what happened to me. I probably need to tell him. If he's old enough to be having active shooter drills, he's old enough to know why they're not a game. Sometimes I find myself fearing what my son will think when he finds out. That he'll call me a coward and say that I could have saved them. But that's not what my son thinks. That's what I think. Some part of me will always be stuck on what could have been. The important part is that none of me is stuck on that anymore. But some piece of me will always be here. The piece that was taken from me. I think they would be proud of me, my classmates. I think I've done a pretty good job of living for them. I mean, my 40th was last month. I'm getting older. I used to be afraid of that getting older, but every time my birthday rolls around, all I can think is that this is one more year that my classmates never saw. I'd rather grow old than die young. There's too many people who never get that chance. Every day I watch my son get on the bus and wonder if today will be the day. Maybe he'll get struck by lightning.
Lights up on a college dorm room, a double. On one side, there's a bed with a psychedelic blanket on it and fairy lights galore. On the other, there's a bed with a navy duvet. Diane is crouched with a suitcase and an industrial trash bag. Both are half full. She's going through a plastic storage bin, putting its contents into the trash bag.
It's unlocked.
Diane opens the door. Jack enters, carrying 2 cafeteria takeout boxes.
Yeah, you need the card to open it.
Get it in the hall.
Well, they propped open the door. Do all the halls have themes?
I don't know.
It's cool, you know? Rainbows everywhere.
Yeah.
I forgot forks.
Just use your hands. What'd you get?
Well, just whatever was there. Didn't we buy her forks?
I haven't been able to find shit in here.
She holds up the bin.
We could sell this.
Okay. When?
Or we could just leave it in the hall. Someone will take it.
Oh, I was in the cafeteria and there were all these lines everywhere and this person was helping me. And after they were like, I'm the RA, her RA. And they were like, you don't have to take everything now. We can do it whenever. We paid for the semester.
I don't want to have to come back. And the roommate, we would just be, like, looking at it.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, it's an option. I'm gonna wash my hands.
Wait. Diane hands Jack the empty bin.
You might want to just throw it out. It's broken at the bottom.
They won't care.
Jack takes the bin with him. Diane puts an old stuffed animal into the suitcase. Everything else goes into the trash bag.
Bathroom. Oh my God.
Yeah?
There's paint all in the sink.
Yeah.
Yeah, paint. And also like a full Chipotle burrito on the counter. Half eaten. It was standing. It wasn't lying down. It was like it was saying hello.
Okay.
You know, I thought on a floor like this that they would take care of the bathroom.
Yeah.
with a name like Lavender. You think they keep the bathrooms all lavender scented?
Don't say that the door's open.
What? It is the name.
I just don't think they call it that.
Well, they should clean their bathroom, don't you think?
There are actual people who clean it. You want them to clean a communal bathroom?
Throw out the burrito. Or maybe it's supposed to be funny. Is it only clothes and stuff in there?
I don't want to donate it.
Okay.
I mean, you're not supposed to give to the Salvation Army anymore, and he said that the thrift stores around here were really expensive, and that's why he was spending so much money on clothes. So they probably only give us like $2.
You could put that in the hall too. Out there, I met some lavender livers, lavender dwellers. Yeah. The alliteration makes it.
It sounds like you're.
I'm just being funny.
Well.
Well, they were excited about the bin.
They're excited. Class was canceled.
Well, they were also happy about a free bin.
If we donate the clothes, they won't be free.
That's why it was in the hall.
You know they canceled half the day yesterday and the whole day today. And then they get the weekend, 3.5 days off.
Well, you think they still should have had class?
No.
Diane takes some of the crap off the walls. Krispy Kreme hats, Polaroid pictures, and drawings. Jack picks up the drawing of a young girl.
Are these hers? Like by her?
I don't know. Weird to have put up.
What do you mean?
Well, they're not posters, right? It's with all the posters at home, and then you decorate with just a bunch of random crap.
Yeah.
Jack puts the drawing into his pocket. Diane notices. Jack glances at one of the trash bags. He slyly sticks his hand in it, pulling out a stuffed animal, then a brightly colored shirt, and then a skirt.
We're not gonna have room for more stuff.
What do you mean?
I just don't think the suitcase can fit more. I still have to go through the desk, and she had all those pens that Margot might want.
That's 3 things.
4. You took one of the pictures.
It's a picture.
And I don't even know how much space we'll have for this stuff at home, just because most of his stuff is at home. And I think that stuff is more him than any of this. And I don't want, redecorate his room with random pictures. So what else are we going to do with them? Fine.
Jack puts everything back into the trash bag. He keeps the drawing. He takes out his phone. Diane turns to the desk.
He still has these scissors from 3rd grade. How do you even get your hands in these?
Diane finds a moleskin notebook coated in stickers and Post-its. Daphne is printed on the cover. Diane puts the notebook in the trash bag, pulls out a binder that's glittery, camp, and has Daphne on the cover. She opens the binder and finds a collage of outfit combinations. She stares at them.
Nothing about the guy.
Diane shuts the binder and shoves it into the trash bag. She quickly moves to the wardrobe, opens it, and is affronted by a perfectly organized collection of women's clothes. She slams it shut.
Can we switch?
Huh?
Can you keep doing this?
Are you gonna check my work?
No, I just don't want to do it.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about the guys. They're gonna find him.
Yeah, but I'd rather him be in jail now instead of.
Yeah, but you're not gonna get anywhere by obsessing over it. I think we should switch.
Okay, where do you want me to start?
Everything needs to be packed, Jack.
But where did you stop?
I didn't do the closet, and I didn't finish the desk.
Did you take the pens for Margot?
Jack, oh my God.
She starts packing again.
What? No, I got it.
Where's his roommate?
I got it. It's fine. I was just trying to...
Just do the closet. I can do the rest. Just do the closet.
Jack opens the closet.
What's wrong with this?
Nothing. It's just It's a lot of money that she was spending.
Oh, you want to sell some of it?
No, Jack, just...
Yeah, I got it.
There's not a lot of space in the suitcase.
We can take out the sweatpants. Why would you put sweatpants?
He wore them every day.
As home clothes.
At least make the dresses fit.
They are different.
No, they're not. Put one of the shirts in.
Am I doing it or are you doing it?
You said I could check.
No, I asked if you were checking.
Well, I am, and we have enough clothes. Throw the rest out.
What about a shirt?
Jack takes one out that's flowy and cropped and beautiful.
I was just thinking we should be taking things that he actually wore.
And how do you know he didn't, she...
I just don't think he was wearing stuff like that every day when it's really cold outside.
It's unseasonably warm.
Jack, we're not doing this.
Doing what?
Where's his roommate?
Not here.
Throw the rest out, please.
I'm going to... Thank you. But I don't really think that I think that she had to be wearing all this stuff because there's so much of it.
Have you seen him in that thing?
Well, obviously not.
Right. So, he didn't wear this stuff. He wore what I packed.
Really, Diane?
He wore what I packed.
Oh, come on. You know that...
No! You're right. He did wear it. Fine. He wore the dresses and all that stuff. And guess where he is, Jack?
What?
What? We should probably start taking this stuff out.
If you wanna.
Not really. I can.
Prop the door open and just put some of it in the hall.
Where's the roommate?
I don't know.
Or I could just take it out, or I could leave it in the hallway for a bit.
Well, don't make the roommate take it out.
I'm not... It was two separate thoughts, but, you know, Star would totally do it, you know. Anything you need. I'm so sorry, but you know, I was there, so she had a friend at the end there, like... Oh my God.
I don't know.
Phil never said anything. Never once. I would remember the name Star.
Yeah.
Not once. So, also, like, no wonder Phil was wearing so much of this shit. Obviously, when you have a roommate named Star who encourages it.
He was doing it before that.
Yeah, but he wouldn't go outside like that. He wouldn't have gone to a fucking drag bar.
Not a drag bar.
What do you mean, not a drag bar?
It wasn't a drag bar.
It was a drag bar.
No, it was just a gay bar.
Okay, fine. A gay bar. Phil's. He's 19 years old.
Well, she was having fun and she could be herself.
Oh my God. Jack, you sound like a fucking idiot. Never drank. Never wanted to do any of that stuff. Moves in with Star and is all of a sudden...
It's college.
Not anymore.
Why are you saying it like that?
How am I saying it?
I didn't do anything.
Right. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's... Come on, pick up the pace.
Diane pushes past Jack and starts yanking things out of the wardrobe.
Diane.
Let's go before Star gets back.
Who cares about Star?
Nobody. That's why he walks around like that.
What are you doing?
That thing brought him there. That thing told him to dress like a fucking idiot and fucking idiots get shot. Men in dresses get shot.
Diane.
Fine. You finish the room.
No, you finish the...
You finish the fucking room. Cause fuck this. And fuck this.
Diane crosses to the other side of the room and starts tearing through Star's things.
Diane.
The faster you finish, the faster he won't see this.
He's gonna come back.
So then finish so we can leave.
I don't think that.
Finish it!
Jack doesn't move.
Finish it.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
God, just stop going crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. This is crazy. You're crazy. I'm not crazy.
Then stop.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. He screams at me about how sad he is, and I scream back at him. Then you're just standing there like nothing is wrong, and like it's all fine. And then he goes to you, and it's all fine. And then I say, sure, okay, why not? I let him be that. You just stand there and say nothing. You say nothing. You stand there.
Our child was a that?
He wasn't a that. He isn't a that. But he is a was. Yeah, he used to be. A wasn't. A not anymore. All because he wanted to be a that. And someone decided to teach him a lesson, and you stood there and said nothing and let him. I let him. Go.
Are you done?
Wow. Jack, way to fucking go. Congratulations, outstanding, upstanding motherfucker.
I watched a video about, it was about kids, right? Kids who have diseases that are really, really bad. And it said, I mean, the video was about babies, but it said that if you don't celebrate their lives, then it's like their life didn't have any meaning. Or if you don't, if something like it was, if you don't get attached to them, then it's like their life didn't have any meaning. Even if you know that your baby is going to die, you have to get attached to it, and they're still going to die, but now you know that they didn't die for no reason because you loved them, I think. So if you don't know her, you killed her. Well, no, but wait. You killed her by, no. Well, but you know what I mean? And you're gonna kill her again if you put Philip on her gravestone.
That picture won't fit in the suitcase.
Blackout.
Six voices.
From 19 mouths.
To all the ears in this space.
hoping this time it will finally be enough.
Niara C. Bell. Amanda Fagan.
Pepper Fox.
Justin Cameron Washington.
Valentine Wolf.
Our young leaders are trying to tell us something, and they are not alone.
There are more than 75 million children and teens in the United States, more than a fifth of our population.
244 wrote plays about gun violence this year.
It's time to give them something different to write about.
Something hopeful.
Something funny.
Something joyful.
New problems to solve.
New stories to believe in.
We'll keep coming back. Again.
And again.
And again. See you next year.
Or maybe not.